Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your 2026 Wheel of the Year reading. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is Gypsy Insights Tarot, and today Sagittarius will be looking at the whole year of 2026. We'll see what the general energies are for you guys. So for my Sagittarians out there, Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising, I want to thank you all for your support throughout 2025. Thank you all for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. They are very much appreciated, and especially your comments. So comment down below. Love to hear from you guys. I read each and every one, good, bad, indifferent. So please do help me out by letting me know what you think of these readings. So Sagittarius, let's see. I've got a lot of cards to put down today, so bear with me. It's going to be a longer than normal reading. Lots to share with you for the full year of 2026. Sagittarius, while I'm putting down these cards, I want to wish you a happy holiday season, no matter how you choose to celebrate, and of course a happy new year. Let's see what 2026 has in store for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Rising. Let's get down this tarot, and as I do so, I'll just quickly let you know that my Etsy store is open when it comes to personal readings. So if you'd like one, or if you'd like to purchase one for a friend or family member for the holiday season, feel free. You can find me in the links below, or you can Google me, Gypsy Insights Tarot, on Etsy, E-T-S-Y, and you can find me there. Lots of different readings. As I said, I've got a lot of cards to put down here, so bear with me, guys. I've been meditating on these cards, so let's get started. Sagittarius, let's get these cards down, and I'm excited to see what 2026 has in store for Sagittarius. Let's see. I'm going to be pulling a couple of oracle cards. We'll start with some divination for the year. Let's see what's ahead for Sagittarius for 2026. That one wanted to come out straight away. And I'm also going to look at the energy when it comes to Sagittarius for 2026. So let's take a look at that. What is the energy, main energies for Sagittarius? That one flew out. And I also want to take a look at your career, business, finances. Let's see what's coming up there. Messages for Sagittarius, best path to follow. Alright, let's start with your divination message. Oh, dreams. Okay, so what is it that you're dreaming about, Sagittarius? We've got incubation here. So bringing your dreams into reality, going through an incubation period, of course. And when we talk about dreams, it's a powerful manifestation tool. The answers that you seek could be coming in your dreams, so pay attention to them. They could be presented through stories, images, maybe even dreams about past loved ones, or even from your spirit guides. You could be finding solutions to questions that you have asked for probably a little while now, Sagittarius, this year. So I would say before going to sleep each night, if you have a set of tarot cards or any kind of image or manifestation tool, I would work with that and have it be like the last image that you planned in your mind before sleep each night. Focusing your attention in this way will put you more in charge of your dreams. I like that energy. It's a little bit like manipulating your dreams, really, but not exactly that, but it does feel a little bit like that. Now, of course, when we talk about dreams, you have to take a necessary time to sleep in order to dream, so make sure you do that. You could keep a dream journal, of course, but it's not absolutely necessary. But it tells me that something that you're dreaming of, dreaming about, is significant. So investigate that. Loved ones from that have passed over may even be trying to connect in this way. Now, Sagittarius, you also have determination. Oh yeah, look at this fiery red. I love that for you guys. I mean, that's your energy right there. I'm very drawn to a 9 of Wands image, and that is attached to Sagittarius, of course. Now this is card number 21. If you reduce that, it is 3. So there's a lot of power with this when it comes to growth. Yeah, I feel like this is freeing yourself of past blockages, past trauma. You know, the color red is the first chakra, and that's referred to as the root or base chakra. And that's associated with keeping life exciting, sustaining life. And with this dreams and incubation, I also see that as sustaining life. So you may not have a lot of tangible things to sustain at the start of 2026, but this is about bringing that into fruition. It's associated with trusting, belonging, and accepting. Trusting before you actually have something. So when you feel a bit lost or insecure, you lose energy due to the fear that those feelings bring up inside of us. But when the root chakra is healthy, in balance, you're centered, you're grounded, you're healthy and vibrant with a lot of physical energy. This is love for self, love for body, loving how you use your body, taking care of your body, feeling secure in your life, and displaying good common sense, Sagittarius. So work with Ganesha here to create a sense of feeling rooted in order to lift away any heaviness that you may be feeling. Focus your attention on the color red and allow yourself to feel energy and creativity coming back into your life. Wear red. Red symbolizes love, happiness, and it's also encourages action, confidence, and also provides a sense of protection from fear, from anxiety. So remain positive in 2026. Be open to the possibilities. Doing this will strengthen that root chakra and create stability and inner strength. Now, when it comes to your finances, career, we've got the Queen energy here, which is associated with the moon. See this beautiful horse here. I even felt like a unicorn energy around this, although it's not. It's more of a horse. And of course, 2026 is the year of the horse. And for a number of years now, I feel like I've gotten the horse as your spirit animal. So that's very interesting as well. This is about female or feminine empowerment. There's a regal energy around this courage, again with that red root chakra. There's prosperity, there's loyalty here, there's power, compassion for self and others. There's a very powerful intuitive ability with the moon, strengthening that power, that feminine power within yourself. Being responsible with that power. Doing administrative tasks, perhaps things that are perhaps not so sexy, but are keeping you organized, keeping you stable, and knowledgeable and trustworthy. So for some of you, you may be studying more administrative tasks. You may have the talents, but you may be having to focus on more of the business side of business. Again, not so sexy, but something that needs to happen. So I feel like when it comes to finances, career goals, there may be more of a focus on business administration. Paying attention to details is what I'm getting from Spirit. But there is prosperity here, guys. It will be coming. You have to show determination, though, guys. Absolutely. I see this dream of yours being able to be manifested, but there is a time of incubation before it happens. Sagittarius, I'm with you when we say, can we wait any longer? I mean, gosh, it feels like we've been waiting forever, doesn't it? So in January, we've got the Three of Pentacles, and that speaks about collaboration when it comes to following your dreams, research. The Three of Pentacles is starting small. We've got the mouse energy here. But, you may feel like a small fry or small potatoes in a rather big pond, but you know what? You can use that ability to move ahead from little things. Big things grow. Now we have security and the Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this is not fantasy. This is not escapism. This is focus, your intention on one thing, this dream of yours, and being able to work from a secure place, a stable place, to manifest it, to bring it into reality. This is getting real here, guys. This is when it comes to work, getting real and doing something that feels like it has the ability to, how do I put that, make it feel like something's happening. Because in this case, with this dreams energy, you may feel like, oh, this is just a dream, it's just a fantasy, I'll never get this going. Should I even give up here? Should I keep going? That's kind of what I'm getting here with that Seven of Cups in reverse. But here, you're really getting out of that mindset, trying to remain positive, and you're determined to make this work. I see that. And when we talk about security, this year I feel it's very important for you, Sagittarius, to have a secure place to be, to feel secure. Because when we're in that survival mode, it's hard to focus on our goals, our dreams, because we have to survive. We're concentrating on just getting through the day. Yeah. So when we have security around us, that's at least something that we feel we don't have to be constantly fearful of, like where we're going to live or what we're going to eat that day, how we're going to take care of our loved ones, all of that kind of thing. So we see this cave, and of course a cave is a refuge. This is where we seek shelter. It's symbolic, of course, of a home, a house. And it's a shelter from the storm, shelter from the weather. It's protection from predators, from enemies. The cave offers a safe place to eat, sleep, heal, build a sense of community, and with that Three of Pentacles. And of course, caves are our sacred places. Absolutely. So what I'm getting here is being safe and protected. So whatever's going on in the world, this is security, being in safe hands. And because of that security, you can relax a bit, let go, be creative. Once you've taken measures to protect yourself and those that you love, then you can let go and be creative. So if you've been a bit hyper-vigilant, like this mouse, hyper-vigilance, looking around, thinking, God, what's going to happen next? Take a break, relax, know that all is well, and turn it over to God, to the Creator, whatever you believe in, and know that you are safe and protected, guys. Wow. Love that energy. So when it comes to February, let's take a look. The Black Swan. And this is the Nine of Swords in this deck, and that's that fear, that anguish, that survival mode. The things that have caused us great anxiety in life. Whatever it was, it could have been past decisions, it could have been something that didn't work out in business, it may have been a workplace, it may have been a lack of money. Whatever it was, there's something that you have been struggling with that has come from like a karmic wound. You may have had like a money block, or you may have had a block around love that needed to be healed before you could move on. And with the Enlightenment, this is understanding yourself, understanding what got you here, what got you where your current circumstances are. So I do feel that this enlightened stage will help you move on from a state of mental anguish or anything that's kept you stuck and focused on the negative, right? We see this card of enlightenment, and this is the galaxies. This is looking at the galaxies, looking up at the stars, and knowing that it's just beyond human comprehension what is out there. Yeah. So this feels like riding. It feels like with this Six of Swords, riding a path of enlightenment. It feels very much like an expansion of your mind. Whereas before you may have thought of things needed to be a certain way, you needed to do something a certain way, success looked like this, and you had to do A, B, C to get there. This feels like your mind is expanding, growing. You're starting to see other possibilities, innumerable possibilities that are out there when we think about the galaxy and using that as a metaphor here, Sagittarius. There's an energy here of putting distance and time between you and something that was a dark period of your life for some Sagittarians, not all of you, okay? Yeah. For some of my Sagittarians, you've been walking through, that dark night of the soul, having to heal and incorporate your shadow side. For a long period of time, you may have been very focused as a light worker, but someone who works in the light often is too. It's a non-grounded energy. It's like some people who are on spiritual paths. You'll see them here on the tarot community as well, that they don't seem to have much connection with real life. They're like people who believe in things just dropping out of the sky, and what's meant for you will not pass you by, and all of this stuff, and they're kind of selling a dream that we can all just kind of sit back and let life happen to us without us doing anything. Those people are too far up in the sky. Yes, their intentions are good and they're lovely people, but here's the thing: if you don't allow this shadow side to come in, which is needed to ground us, we each have to have balance in our life. We all have light and dark energy, and to pretend that either or is more dominant is just a fallacy. It's not true. So here you are, Sagittarius, confronting this shadow side of yourself, and it can be a very difficult thing to confront our shadow and name it, name that shadow and have it be part of us. And for some of you, it may be linked to a family pattern, something like that I'm getting here for some Sagittarians, not all of you. So this is not walking away or shedding that, it's incorporating it. When we see it, when we're enlightened by our shadow, we become more whole, and we're able to be better, to better ourselves and to be better people just generally. Okay, so wow, Sagittarius. This dream of yours may incorporate doing work with that energy. Yes. This could be this determination that you've shown to get through this more shadowy aspect of your life. You've been walking through this darker energy for quite a few years now, Sagittarius. Now you're balancing it. You're not getting to the other side of it, you're just incorporating it so that you're whole. And you've shown determination in doing that. Strength, courage. So Sagittarius, it looks like you're carrying that enlightenment with you, moving on to March. And look at this, the white peacock, the Nine of Pentacles. I love this card, it's so gorgeous. Look at that beautiful white peacock. I recently saw one sitting in a tree. I believe I was in New Caledonia, which is an island in the Pacific, and I saw this beautiful white peacock sitting in this tree. I took a photo of it. It's absolutely gorgeous, and its feathers were hanging down from the branch that it was sitting on, and it was just amazing to see. And this is the Nine of Pentacles. This is heaven on earth. This is expansive thinking. This is independence. I think that by by you incorporating what you have learned. You're a better person. You're more grounded. You're more in touch with people. You can work better with people around you because you understand the human experience. You understand because you've been there. You've been there. You're still there. But you're showing people that it's possible, that through your own strength and courage, that you can be successful, even though you've kind of been up against it for a number of years. Now we've got you showing leadership, the North Star here. For a lot of my Sagittarians, this is your life purpose. This is your goal, is this leadership. And it has to do with spirituality, with knowledge. By understanding yourself, you understand others. But it's not from that pie in the sky energy, of people who talk about crystals and talk about things that aren't real. I think that your life purpose here, Sagittarius, has to do with real things, real life, real events, not just about daydreams and fantasies, right? And it's not that you want people to be upset or sad or feeling negative about their situations. It's actually quite the opposite. You want people to be in charge of their lives. You want people to be in charge and not be tossed about by storms of life. You want people to be able to ride out those storms. You don't want people to think that they're not going to happen, because they are. But your goal in life here, Sagittarius, I feel, is to really help those people that are struggling with leading in their own life. And with the High Priestess, this is understanding yourself, and thereby having the knowledge and being able to share it with others, but being discerning with who you share it with. It's not about... Some people are not ready for this. This is an energy of someone who is not a follower. When it comes to leadership, it can be tough to lead. It can be tough to be the first. It can be tough to be not like everybody else. But that's where you really have to be, and I think that that's where your fulfillment lies. That's your heaven on earth, Sagittarius. That's your heaven on earth. And it's not by telling other people what to do, it's by leading by example. Yeah, with this card of leadership, leading by example. Yeah, we wish upon a star. Stars are symbolic of an aspiration, an illumination, inspiration, imagination. We also use stars to navigate. They're our compass. So there's an energy here of being a beacon for others. Stepping into the light, taking your leadership role. For some, you could be a teacher, you could be a steward, a guardian, a healer, a true leader. There's an energy here of owning your gifts with the High Priestess. Spiritual gifts, intuition, understanding, not holding back, letting the world see your light. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. And that's you, Sagittarius, definitely. You're not one to hold back when you can help in any way. It could be charity, it could be anything that is a healing energy. For some of you, you're choosing the healing arts. There's a strong energy here of not hiding in the background. It's about breaking out and becoming the light for others. And because you do that, your star shines brighter. So remaining true to yourself. It's always a hard balance, isn't it? When we see others becoming prosperous and successful by doing things that are how can I say this without upsetting anyone? Doing something that others expect. Always being told good news, so that you have people keep coming back to you for good news, when perhaps things need to be said that are not so good news, but can be couched in a way where someone can be prepared for something that could come along. It's not about being disingenuous with this knowledge. I think that when it comes to, I'll speak about my own thing, like tarot, for instance. You could manipulate something like tarot and to get views, right? To get people, to get clicks, to get clickbait, for people to keep coming back. It's by telling them a whole lot of mumbo jumbo about Pluto being in whatever, and it means nothing. It means nothing. The best way to express true knowledge is doing it in such a way which you will truly be helpful to others. And it's not about telling them a whole bunch of spiritual mumbo jumbo bullshit. It's by telling them the truth. So that's how I kind of see you moving forward, Sagittarius, when it comes to this moon energy. Empowering other people, you empower yourself. By showing people how to be courageous, showing people how to be prosperous, you will inspire loyalty. By showing people how to use their own personal powerful manifestation abilities, by using your own intuitive abilities, being responsible with your gifts, working on administrative energy, taking care of the business aspect of your life. You can show people how to be their best self, how to be successful. And I think that that's what you're trying to manifest here, guys. Yeah, and I feel that your ancestors are giving you the power to do that. So pay attention. You may be seeing signs, symbols, especially in your dreams. Very queen-like energy. Now, when it comes to April, we do have the rhinoceros, and this is power, wealth, the King of Pentacles energy. We have the card of wonders and the Eight of Swords. When we talk about rhinoceros energy, I mean, it is a very powerful energy, absolutely. But when it comes to your money, I feel like things may be a little bit stuck here, but just around the corner, there will be new possibilities waiting for you. They may not be apparent at first, but they will be there. So hold tight to that vision of yours. You'll start to see them come in little by little, and the more you see new clients, more money, the more you see positive uptick in your finances, the more you embrace, be grateful for those possibilities, the more they grow in magnitude. So celebrate and cherish even the small victories, no matter how tiny they may seem. It's not about expecting things to be taking in lots of money. But neither should you limit the way that you're thinking. Some of you are thinking too big, some of you are thinking too small. You're only seeing part of the picture here, Sagittarius. Small gains are important. I mean, things don't have to be like an overnight success. So I get that by making small adjustments here, you will make powerful gains. You're only seeing the tip of the iceberg here. Don't keep yourself small either. Expand the possibilities. If you're only thinking of success in one aspect, see how perhaps by embracing other opportunities will expand your growth. So don't limit yourself here, guys. And don't let others limit you as well. Yes, the rhinoceros to me is a thick-skinned energy. So be mindful of anyone around you who could be trying to hurt or injure your self-esteem. Remain confident. If someone doesn't believe in you, let them go, Sagittarius. Because for some of you, you may have someone around you who has their own kind of limitations, and they may be projecting that onto you guys. When it comes to May, we do have the snow leopard, and this is the hermit energy. And this is about introspection, looking within, illumination, the truth, and the Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, for some of you, you may have someone around you who is trying to keep you down in some way. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's what I'm getting. The truth. I'm looking at this card here, and I'm seeing this as very air. So it feels to me like somebody saying something, somebody communicating to you, but is it the truth? Is it the truth with that Five of Wands in reverse? I think you have to discern that. This is all about our communication skills. When we speak, it's the air that passes through our mouths that allows us to speak, to communicate. So communicating your truth to yourself and to others. Be honest with yourself and speak from your heart. Listen for what is sincere and honest in others. Yes, be careful of that, guys. I don't feel it's you lacking sincerity or honesty, but there may be someone or some people around you that may not have your best intentions here, Sag. One of the most difficult things to know is what's true and what isn't. So I think with this Hermit card, you have to be silent to find that inner voice of truth, and also find that inner knowledge of the truth about people around you. Once you find that, I think you have to let go of anything or anyone in your life that isn't authentic. Release relationships in which you feel you can't be yourself or can't be real. Now, being genuine is allowing your spirit to fly. And being caged here in this element, or being restricted in some way, it's not for your benefit, guys. Absolutely not. So through this time of introspection, and I see it throughout the first few months of the year, I see you making strong gains in your work, in your career, but I also see you needing to really focus, be discerning when it comes to voices, people that are around you. People that could be, secret competitors of yours, or secretly competitive. Doesn't have to be people that are actual competitors of yours. I don't actually feel that. I feel that this is more about family members, people around you that are, or even friends. People who don't, saying something to you that is kind of throwing you off. I see you rising above that, though. It may have been a blockage to you. It may have been something that karmically you've had to learn. By showing determination, by showing people around you that, I don't care what you say. I know that I've got the stuff here. I know that my gifts are strong. I know what I have to offer the world here, and I'm going to go and do it, and I don't care what anyone else says. You know, you really have to stand up for yourself here, guys. Now in June, Sagittarius, we do have the Dolphin, the Knight of Cups, and this is a lot nicer energy. This is delight, the Eight of Wands. So yeah, look, whatever that is, I feel it's something that you need to free yourself from. It's limiting you in some way. It's keeping you small, and here you are in June. I feel flying free of that energy. Yes, delight. And with the Knight of Cups, you know, I mean, dolphins are just gorgeous animals, aren't they? Of course, we're going into the summer here in the Northern Hemisphere, so for some of you, you might be taking a small trip with a friend or someone around you, which you're going to have a lot of fun with. And when we talk about having delight, and we see this sparrow, this is about spending time with others, because there's one sparrow here, but there's a lot of birds up in the sky here. So you could be going to a community gathering, having a party. You could be sharing your happiness with others. It's not a serious time in June. It's a time to be spontaneous, not making commitments here, or signing anything that's going to be long term, or making any promises. It's just having lots of fun. Okay, so it looks like things are looking a lot better in June, and you seem to have freed yourself from this energy. You've noticed the truth about some people around you that are not the best, and you're just going to have fun with people who are not so serious, I want to say. And in July, we've got the Eight of Wands, the dragonfly. This is optimism, this is speed, this is happiness. And with justice, oh yeah, now we've got two dolphins. We started off with one dolphin there. We started off with that one dolphin, now we've got two. We've got this dragonfly energy, things happening quickly, life speeding up. It's a bit slow moving here at the beginning, yeah. But that allows you some time to really get some knowledge about yourself, and then I feel knowledge about other people and how they may be holding you back in some way. But here you are here, two Eight of Wands energies, the dragonfly and the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Wow, things really take off here, guys. They really do. And with justice, I feel that you're making long-term decisions that are going to create instant happiness in your life, as well as long-term happiness. So I'm loving that for you guys. Now we're seeing all this sunshine, getting out and about. It feels like being part of life. Yeah. There's joy here, there's hope, there's optimism, enlightenment, goodwill. Something is heating up, of course, with these Eight of Wands energies. A lot of expansion. The signs are here in the summertime for good luck, good fortune, a gateway opening for joy, for happiness. Definitely a time to move forward with love, fully embracing life. Goodness is around you. Of course, too much, too fast can be a little bit overwhelming, yes. But I don't see that for you. I see this as something you can handle. In August, we do have this Queen of Swords energy, the Jaguar. This is you experiencing profound transformation. This is you being discerning. This is you being very clear on what it is that you want, having clear sight. And I get for a lot of you Sagittarius, you could be traveling with this World card and having the freedom to do so. And this freedom card reminds me of this delight. So I get you with other people. I don't really get you in a relationship, but I do get you having fun with other people. There's a lot of humor here. It feels good. It feels like a lighter energy, but also it's not a naive energy. There's knowledge here. There's understanding that the pleasures of life, of freedom for you, Sagittarius. I think for some Sagittarians there has been a very confused energy around you for a while. But this feels like getting back to that true Sagittarian energy with this freedom. This is truth. This is expressing yourself. This is breaking free. With this Justice card, it's about making choices that increase your freedom. This is not being tied down. This is laughing, dancing, exploring, traveling, going beyond the predictable. It's about being daring, casting aside restrictions, finding your wings, helping others find theirs. Sag, you're not meant to be ordinary or live a mundane life. You know that. And some people may have tried to trap you in that mundane life, and you're like, hell no. Because you're stepping beyond limitations and boundaries. I don't even feel they're self-imposed. I feel like they've been imposed by people around you. This is not being trapped by convention or trying to please others. This is choosing life on your terms, not accepting rules that don't feel right or aren't your rules. This is about you being free and yet still being part of a supportive, loving community who aren't trying to trap you in some sort of you need to be this way in order to be successful. No, you don't. No, you don't, Sagittarius. Now, when it comes to September, let's take a look. We do have the Shark, okay. Yeah. Pleasure and the Fool. Be careful because there's always some sort of sharks around out there. Predatory energy. It could be while you're having fun, The pleasure is good, but of course it needs to be balanced. You be careful where you tread, be careful where you step, because there are traps. There are traps for all Sagittarians. We're out there, we're enjoying our freedom, we're having fun, and whoops, there it is. There's that shark. So just be mindful. It's not meant to be something that's going to scare you. It's just a warning, guys. And it seems to be, be careful of having too much fun or having too much pleasure. Watch for people that could want to trap you in some way. People who live in darkness will want to lure you in because they want to be around you, Sag. You're a lot of fun. So be careful of that, male or female. I'm not really picking it up as lovers, guys. I feel like it could be like friends, fair weather friends or two-faced friends. People that want to be around you because you're great fun and they enjoy being with you. But these are people who live on the dark side. They want to prey on your energy, more vampiric kind of energy, draining. You'll know them because they take a lot from you without giving much, and they demand a lot of you, Sagittarius. So just be mindful of that, of sharks around you that may want to trap you. It could be coming from a place of jealousy and envy. They're envying your light with this Fool energy because they're not able to be that way. They could be stuck in their own ways, stuck in their own life and living in darkness and want to be part of your life. But just be careful of these kinds of people. Now, when it comes to October, we do have the Tiger. Ooh, King of Wands energy. Wow. Could be somebody around you, but for a lot of you Sagittarians, I feel that this is you. Male or female, not meant to be gender specific. This King of Wands energy is very honourable. There's loyalty here, there's a passion, and there's a release of passion. There's a release of this Ace of Cups energy. Yeah, and for a lot of you in the Northern Hemisphere, it will be around October, it will be fall. So I'm seeing this card as during the fall season. Won't be for all of you, of course, those in the Southern Hemisphere, that still will happen. But the symbolism is different for you guys when it comes to release. Yes, Sagittarius. This is about letting go, surrendering, but with honourable intention. For some of you, you are taking the lead in your life when it comes to discerning who you'll allow in. So it's about letting go of people, situations, objects, letting go of old, outmoded beliefs that may drag you down, or people that drag you down. You'll know it by the energy that they give off. You'll know how they make you feel when they leave the room. You'll know that. I also get it's a time of stripping away superficial distractions. Now, we were talking about stability right at the beginning of this reading. And that's what I'm seeing as the ultimate goal here, the ultimate prize. Balancing security and stability with something that you enjoy doing, pleasure, fun. You can have both ways, Sagittarius, absolutely. You don't have to have either or, and I think that's the goal. I think you want to be able to explore, do new things, not live a mundane life. But you also need, of course, to be practical. You need to have stability and security in order to have the money to do that, right? So it's about marrying those two things, doing what you love. But first you have to kind of release an old pattern, or release people that don't serve you. I also get an energy around you of a ferocious spirit, and I feel that that's you. I don't feel it's someone around you. I feel it's you, your ferocious spirit, that determination. I'm seeing this red color. You're driven by love, yes, you're driven by that. You have unlimited love to give yourself and others. But what's driving you right now is this passion for what you want to create in your life, how you see your life moving forward. And it seems like it's that marriage of security with adventure, with excitement, with living the life that you want to live, not pleasing others. So marrying those two things, it's certainly possible. It's the dream, right? It's the dream. It's incubating. It's powering along. It's getting there. It's cooking. You smell what the rock is cooking? Oh yeah. You smell what Sagittarius is cooking. That's a wrestling reference for you guys that are unaware. Everyone knows the Rock, of course, but that was his catchphrase when he was a wrestler. So in November here, Sag, we've got the Ten of Swords and the Star, and going forward. Yeah. So if there has been someone that's been around you, or maybe several people who have betrayed your trust, I see you being able to heal, recover from that, moving forward. We see that this rather misty path up here where things may not be quite so visible, but once you get started on this road, there is the sun there. So this feels like moving towards a new beginning after betrayal. Yeah, you know, it feels like releasing people around you who tried to keep you small, or tried to keep you, limit your potential in some way, which is, I think, is really sad, because I think that these people were trying to pretend that they were your friends, or something like that, or heaven forbid it's like a partner or someone like that. Yeah, going forward in the future, guys, there is a fertile place. So if you have experienced something that felt like a betrayal or was a betrayal, there's a healthy abundance, there's fulfillment ahead for you. Things are growing and expanding throughout 2026, so keep going forward. Yeah, I know that at times it can be easy for you to be distracted by what's going on around you, but it's important not to let anything or anyone hold you back from increasing the bounty that's coming into your life. So step up, keep going forward. Your needs will be taken care of. Your life is escalating and intensifying in the best possible way and for your highest good. So let go of those that have betrayed you, that have caused you pain in the past. A major thing is releasing that. I feel for a lot of you it's like a karmic thing that you've been dealing with, a cycle that you've been dealing with reoccurring in your life, but it's not going to recur in the future. Now, Sagittarius, we do have in December the sloth, which is one of my favorite animals. I love sloths. Four of Swords, quiet reflection, waiting till the time is right. You're poised and ready. The potential is there. You're poised and ready to explode. We see this volcano. It's just starting to smoke, but it hasn't fully exploded yet. Three of Wands, card of expansion and growth. Yeah. Things are a little bit quiet in December, but it's poised for a lot of growth. Yes. So 2026, it looks like a year of a time of great transition, a great transformation. Don't get distracted by people trying to limit you. You got something good coming up in the summer months. It could be a reunion with someone, a lot of fun there, but I don't see you committing to anyone there. I also see you during the fall doing some major cutbacks in terms of the people that are around you. Release anyone who is not there for your highest good. I think you're learning, you're understanding the people that are supportive of you and the people that really aren't. You know, they're just paying lip service. Some of them you may just get an energy, a negative energy off these people. You know, they could be saying to you, oh, Sagittarius, yeah, we think that you're great, you're this, that, you're that, but behind your back, there's something there that's not so good. It feels a little bit like negative gossip, people who are saying things behind your back, Sag. And that's going to hurt, because it's going to feel like a betrayal, and it is. But you're going to let it go. Just wait for the time. There's a lot of energy, a lot of momentum that's gaining in December, and I feel like the potential is there for you to blow up, to have something really exciting coming into your life. A lot of potential. So keep moving forward. Yeah, Three of Swords, guys. The overall energy here, I do feel, is for you to be careful about whom you trust. This is about freedom from storms, freedom from strife, freedom from people. For some of you, you've had a hard time trusting individuals around you. The Hierophant, as the overall energy here, this is who can you trust? Whom can you trust? This feels like a very conventional energy. And I don't know, Sag, it just doesn't feel like you. I'm seeing this as you, this Nine of Pentacles, with the High Priestess and the leadership. I see that as who you are as a person. This doesn't feel like you. You're not meant to be like everyone else. You're not meant to fit convention. Let's talk about trust for a minute, Sag. Oh gosh, yes, trust. You know, when we've been hurt, when we've been struggling, when we've been going through things that the energy just did not feel supportive around you. When you've been going through this desert, where things have not been fruitful, I think that this is about you trusting those little nudges that you receive from the universe. When it comes to receiving important messages, listen to the messages that are coming through from your ancestors in dreams. Your intuition is spot on, so trust it. If there are some areas of your life that feel lacking, know that there are areas in your life being fertilized for a great future. So have faith and know that there is a higher purpose here. I know it's hard to keep the faith sometimes, it's hard to trust, but stay true to the course that you have here. You know, when we think about the desert and going to the desert, I mean, that's like a spiritual journey, isn't it? When, as seekers, we go into the desert, and and it feels parched. It feels like there's nothing growing there, but in actual fact, there's a whole lot that we can't see that is being grown, and that's how I see it for you, Sagittarius. It's something that you can't really see yet, but the energy is there for it. It's incubating, you know, it's there, and it's something that is your North Star. It is a powerful life purpose for you, and this root chakra energy is definitely a feeling of power. Okay, so Sagittarius, let's get a few more cards for you guys. Sagittarius, what is the message here for Sagittarius? Lift the curse, forgive. Yeah, I don't know, I keep getting somebody around you who's kind of, you know, it might feel like a curse. It may be this family thing that I'm picking up, this past energy, something karmic there. Forgive people who have done you wrong. Forgive people who have betrayed your trust. Forgive people who haven't believed in you. Forgive people for not being supportive. That's the only way you can lift this energy, because it feels like people around you that should love you, that should want the best for you, actually don't. They seem to prevent you from that. They don't want to see you achieve success. They want to keep you small. They want to limit your potential. They may have done it for years, guys. You seem to have people around you that have done this. Sagittarius, this is you understanding and having knowledge about those people. Yeah, be curious, look deeper. I think that you have to be really curious about people this year, Sag. Look deeper than their words, look deeper than their actions, look deeper. Why they're doing something, why they could be saying that, what's the purpose. It feels like causing you hurt or pain with that Three of Swords. But with knowledge comes power, and knowledge of why people may be saying something to you like that or trying to limit you. I think that gives you the power to overcome that energy. Yes? And we have start anew, begin again. And we have dolphin energy again in this card. So there's something about the dolphin this year that's very important to you. It could be your spirit animal. So keep the energy of the dolphin close to you whenever you are dealing with other people. You know, dolphins, there's a big difference between dolphins and sharks, guys. So keep the sharks away, keep the dolphins close. Yeah, a deep secret will come to light. Oh, yeah. I feel that that's about someone around you, Sag. Let's see if I can get... What is this deep secret that will come to light? Oh, King of Swords. I feel like somebody has something to say. I get for some of you there may have been something that was kept from you about a person, Sagittarius. Someone could say to you something that that they thought that you already knew, but you didn't. Okay. And now we've got these two people. And the Six of Pentacles. So this is very positive. I feel like something that's been kept from you is going to be revealed. And it's this King of Swords, King of Pentacles energy. And I feel that there's a generosity of spirit. There's a lot of positive energy there. There's very supportive energy. But may have been kept from you. Interesting, guys. It'll depend on, of course, your general circumstances. But I am getting something there about something that's been hidden. Be curious. Look deeper. Perhaps you're going to look around you to see, and you're going to find something that was kept from you. It could have been some correspondence. It could have been a phone call that was kept from you. I don't know, it feels like something being kept from you, something being kept a secret, and it's something that's really good for you, an opportunity. There's a lot of potential here, but you were unaware of it, but you're going to become aware of it, Sag. Could be this betrayal that I'm picking up, somebody keeping this from you. Okay, facing your shadow, yes, we did have that, guys, and having courage. Let's talk about this facing your shadow. I spoke about this right at the beginning, Sag, about integrating this shadow into your work, and because you're doing that, you become a lot more clear in your path forward. Yes. Now this energy here is it can, yeah, the wild huntress, this wildness of spirit, it can make people nervous. But this is about learning how to love the dark side so that it has less power over you. You know, we don't, if we've struggled with owning our dark side, if we've tried to disown it, say no, that's not me, it can create an imbalance in our lives, which can disrupt the energy and create a blockage. So this is about warrior energy. This is about really learning how to be the hunter, not the hunted, to take care of yourself, to be a survivor. And in that way, you're really making sure that you are never a victim again. For some of you, this betrayal may have been people who thought that they could get one over on you, that they could take what was yours. For some of you, there may have been a test. The wild huntress here is relaxed, but she's also alert. She's poised, she's ready to strike, she's skilled, she's willing to do whatever it takes. There's power here. There's personal truth. But it's not about just battling for battle's sake. This is a how to approach threats, how to approach bullies. This is representative of a person who's standing in their own power, coming from their truth, their higher self. This is not someone who's playing the good girl or boy in a situation where something is being harmed or attacked. No, this is an energy of acknowledging the wild huntress within, finding the right balance. Yeah, so Sagittarius, it seems like there might be some bullies around you, or there has been in the past. But my God, this is you standing firm, standing strong, and never being bullied again. This year, you're never going to be bullied again. And I feel for a lot of you, the bullying, it comes from more of a feminine energy. It's not you, it's someone else around you. You know, when you're standing in this queen energy, as an empowered feminine person, you get a lot of people who want to be that or want to harm that. And when you're on top of the mountain here, if there's a lot of people that want to be, you know, they're coming up there and wanting to topple you over, want to smack you off that mountain, say you're not all that, you know. So be mindful of that. There could be somebody here trying to undermine your growth, or undermine your self-esteem, undermine your self-worth. So just be mindful of that. I see that you're going to be okay. But that's probably the most powerful message I can give to you, is you seem to be coming out on top of your struggles. Things seem to be moving ahead, but you're going to find some test here with some, I don't know, bitch who wants to topple you off your perch. So, and you're going to have courage to face this test without getting down and dirty, you know, and battling it with this individual. Sagittarius, having courage. Well, when have you not had courage? Seems like you've had courage in spades. Yeah. Rather than putting up with things, this is you deciding to tackle a situation. That's kind of how I see it. You know, you're not putting up with shit. You're not putting up with bullying. You're having the courage to fight that. Any tests that come your way, you're ready to go. You know, you're staying in this empowered energy. You're determined here. And when it comes to your dreams, you're not going to let that go, Sagittarius. Oh, hell no. Let's see, who is this person that I want to get some more information about this person that seems to be undermining Sagittarius. Oh, okay. Well, Spirit is saying they're not going to have any effect whatsoever, because look what's coming for you. 10 of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, 6 of Wands, and the Strength card. I mean, you're going to get through this perfectly fine, guys. Yeah. Don't get distracted by some bully who wants to topple you off, who wants what you have, Sag. No. They want what you have. They're not going to get it. You're going to be victorious here. So stay strong, have courage. This is you not putting up with shit. This is definitely you being focused 100% on success in your life. And it comes about as a result of you being whole, guys. Yeah? I feel that's the key here. By you being whole, by you being real, not being this airy-fairy type of energy, this is you being grounded, firmly in the now, to really influence and help other people that are struggling with the now. This is not about pie in the sky stuff. This is about reality, life. And by getting to a point where you have moved forward with this integration of your shadow side, you're going to achieve real success, real fulfillment, guys. This is something that's being reborn. This is you not being anything, not carrying any baggage, not doing anything that mires you in past. Because I think for a lot of you, you've been bullied. Not only that, I think something important has been kept from you as well. So Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it there. Wish you all the very best with this. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, or you can go to my Etsy store. The link is down below. That's Gypsy Insights Tarot on Etsy. And of course, don't forget to press that like button. Thank you all for your shares, your subscribes throughout the year, your encouragement, your support. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you have a brilliant holiday period, and Happy New Year, Sag. Bye for now.